Welcome to another live stream. Thank you everybody who's tuned in right now. Thank you everybody watching the replay. And yes, good, my mic is turned on. All right, we're off to a good start. What's going on, guys? Thanks so much for joining. Let's see what we got going on in chat. I was trying to fill up my bottle for my my squonk box as I was trying to get going here, and I overfilled it, so it was like going all over the place. So as usual, I'm a little frantic starting off here. What's going on, Juan, Aaron, Jack, William? Man, a lot of names I haven't seen before. Welcome. Thank you everybody, all the new subscribers and everybody joining for the first time. Really happy you're here. Okay, so we've got a lot of stuff going on right now. All right, so in this episode, I'm going to be doing two giveaways. One is for my patrons. Last month's patrons, they got a coil package, but I'm also starting to do like atomizer and device giveaways. So the first atomizer giveaway is actually the Condor Rda. I did a review on this, and this one is the unopened yellow one. Okay, there we go. And I'm a real big fan of this RDA, especially in squonk mode. When I filmed the review, I wasn't able to film the squonking, like I wasn't able to test the squanching feature in this, but it is fantastic. It has that top-down squonking with the post holes are in the the airflow. There's bottom airflow inside the positive post. It's really cool, and the whole thing just works really, really well. It's not like the best quality RDA. There's definitely some shortcomings on it, but it is a fantastic device regardless. And so you can tune this thing to maximum flavor or like tremendously airy, like breathing airflow. But either way you do it, you're still getting a little bit of each. Like you can get tremendous flavor with a decent amount of clouds. I really like this atomizer, so I'm going to give this away soon. I'm going to do the randomizer thing for those guys, and at some point I'm kind of just going to wing this, but I'm going to give a bottle of Hometown Heroes. Their new line is called Laser Wolf. The bottle's so shiny, it's hard to... There we go. This is the Strawberry Margarita. I have an extra bottle of this, so I'm going to give it away. And the guys at Hometown, I'm not sponsored or anything by them, but they gave me a coupon code to pass on to you guys. It's Mr. Holmes, which is MRHOHMS, and that's good for 15% off your entire order on their website. So they're just a fantastic group of guys. When I was first starting off, they were the first people to be like, hey, yeah, we're going to send you some juice so you can review it for us. And they've just been really, really good to me. And so they gave me that code to save you guys some money. So I'm going to figure out a way to give this away at some point in this live stream. I don't know. What do you guys think? Drop me some suggestions as to how I should give this away. I don't know. We'll figure it out, though. Winner pays for shipping. What else? What am I vaping tonight? I have the Supercar bottom feeder box with the Washington RDA top cap by 5G Vape. In that, I have Athena by Ethos. They're the guys who do the Rice Krispie and the strawberry crispy, and what else? I think they have strawberry and apple. I really love Crispy Treat by them. The strawberry was pretty good. The apple I wasn't really fond of. But then again, I tried that in 6 milligram. I didn't try it in 3. So I would probably have to try that again. But so this is a watermelon pomegranate in this line. And fruits really aren't my thing, but I'm actually digging this one. Then, got to give a huge shout out to All About That Vapor. All About the Vapor, not that Vapor. He's a reviewer here on YouTube. He's a really, really great guy. He actually sent me this Cricket V1, and one of my live streams, mine shit the bed on me, and I got it working again, but then the button ended up breaking, and so I was out. But he offered to send me one, and he did. He sent me this, and so I just actually did I filmed. I didn't edit it yet, but I filmed a tutorial about doing series builds. So what better device to put this on? So it's the Cricket V1 with the OG Double Vision RDA, which is really similar to the original Twisted Messes. They're both made by Vape. They have very similar like look and feel, except for this one is a 2-post. And it's just like the original Twisted Messes. I'm not going to be able to, it's all juicy. Oh, there we go. It has different inserts, like color sleeves. Like this one's the black one. There's a red one. And that's also the AFC. But what's cool about it is this comes with 2 decks. It came with two post decks, which is really great because when I was using this full time, I used this for months straight, nothing else. I had a series build in one deck and a mech build in another deck. So it's just a really cool, I don't see any devices doing that kind of thing these days. I got juice all over me. But so in this, I'm running the Hometown Hero Wild Buffalo, which is the root beer float. Oh, it's fantastic. It's so good. All right, so there's those two. I have the Sub-Ohm Innovation Shorty competition mod, the Sub-Zero Shorty. And on top of that, I have the Druga. Ugh, what's in here? Ugh. I got a frame staple. I think it's at 0.11. And in this, I have the Rice Krispie Treats by Hometown Hero, which is my favorite juice ever. Ever. All right, so that's what I got on my desk right now. Hello, Corrugated. Yeah, buddy. What's up, Chance? Yeah, so that's what I'm going to be building. I'll jump ahead to that. So I will be building... So this is going to be a long live stream, right? Because this build will take me a while doing it without the whole setup here and you guys. So buckle in if you want to watch till the end, because this is probably going to be a long one. All right. Let me catch up with chat, and then I'll get right into the build. I've been getting a lot of, okay, hold on. I've been getting a lot of questions about my corrugated builds. Finally starting with your mic unmuted, yeah. Yep. Okay. All right. I don't see any major questions. If I'm missing your questions, guys, just keep dropping them in and have people try to catch me, because I'm not going to be, as I'm doing this build, I'm not going to be looking up a lot. So we are going to be doing a corrugated staggered frame staple, but a lot of people will call them a staple staggered fused Clapton, whichever, it doesn't really matter. But because of the amount of wire that I'm going to be using, I'm going to do all kanthal for my cores. So I'm going to do 0.4 by 0.1 ribbon wire, 28 gauge frames, and then I'll do the outer wrap with, I'll do it with 38 today. So those are going to be the wire that's going to be the wire that we need. And let me start getting that together. First thing I'm going to do is get my ribbon together. I'm a big fan of not wasting wire, so I highly recommend one of these guys. Oh, a couple new things coming up. So I just released the Coil Master build kit review today. And I wouldn't have bought one of these. Never. It was sent to me by Coil Master to review, and once I reviewed it, I realized how much I liked it and how I should have gotten one a long time ago. I mean, I've got a whole room dedicated to my coil business, but if I want to travel, and when I've traveled, when I've gone to comps or just when I've gone somewhere, I've had to pack up. I've got a fishing box over here, like a big tackle box that I put all my shit in. And with this, I don't need to do that. I could just bring this with me. So I'm just really, really glad that I wasn't so stubborn and actually was able to be open-minded about this, because I really do think this is a great kit. I will be doing a separate review of this guy. This is the Chaos, the Ultimate Builder's Kit by Sigeli. It's very similar, but very different at the same time. There's a lot more in it. It comes with like the battery case. It comes with a little container for your spent coils. It comes with 3 ceramic tip pliers or tweezers. One is an actual... Oh, all right, how about this, guys? So I've always looked at these and been like, they're kind of, they look chintzy and cheap, and I don't understand. Like, I just don't really think I like them. I kind of do. I haven't used them yet for making coils, but my buddy Colin showed me, look what this is for, this round end. It's for taking your RDAs off if you can't get them off, like I can't right now. Ugh, never mind, it's not working. Ugh. All right, never mind. That didn't work out too well. Oh my god, this is so stuck on here. Ugh. All right, that's not coming off. Ugh. All right. So much for that. Let me try it with something else. It doesn't even fit on the 22. Oh yeah, there it goes. Yeah, so I guess it's meant for that. Real world application, not so much. Not so much. But so I'm going to do a full review on that once I use it for a while and put it through its paces. Some of the stuff in there seems a little like gimmicky and a little cheaper than the quality of the Coil Master kit, but it's a lot more expensive. So I'm going to see if that's worth it and which one's better. I'm going to do a head-to-head and like test them piece by piece on video. What else? There was something else that I wanted to talk about. Oh, let me do the giveaway before I forget. I can't do a screenshot thing, so I'm going to do it on my phone here. Alright, so I have the guys' names who are eligible for the Condor giveaway. We have Mark, Juan, Chris, and Rob. And so if you can see, there we go. Let me try to figure that out there. Okay. Mark, Juan, Chris, and Rob. Let me see if I get my finger right. So I'm gonna go ahead and spin this. If I can, I want to do it 3 times, and on the 3rd time, the guy whose name is on the top is gonna win. And I can't even. Oh. Okay, there's the first one. Trying to find the button. There's the second one. All right, here's the last one. This is going to be the winner. All right, Chris. Chris, I'll contact you. Thanks, everybody, for playing. You win the Condor. Okay. Before we get into building this, also, I do want to talk about some of the things that you need for corrugated builds, because this is one of the questions I get asked most frequently in regards to these corrugated builds. This is the tool that I use. It's a paper crimper. I think it's $8 or $9 on Amazon. With Prime, you get it in 2 days. And there's two different size. They're like gears, right? They like crimp together just like gears. And one's got a thicker set and one's got a thinner set. And so what I do is, you can see like this, I just clamp it down onto my table. And then I'll show you in a minute, but I just go ahead and twist it through and it pulls itself through and gives you that crimp waviness that we're shooting for. So this is the tool that I use for everybody who constantly asks. $8 on Amazon. I should have put a link in the description, but I forgot, so sorry. Oh yeah. Look at that. I love a series build. These 26 gauge kanthal with 46 flavor machine. Usually, like, when you're working at such a high hot temperature, that can sometimes mute a little bit of the flavor. So using a really high gauge helps bring a lot of that flavor back. All right, so that's it for the off-topic stuff, I think. All right. You guys did have pretty good odds. You have pretty good odds for this next month coming up too. So for the setup, this setup that I'm giving away, this entire setup, not this one, but here's this setup. So you have the squonk and the RDA, which is not even opened. I have a couple other things, and there might be some surprise giveaways, things like that. So stay tuned. Thank you. It's just I just want to express my gratitude in you guys helping support and keep the lights on for this channel. All right, so back to the build. Kind of all over the place tonight, huh? Back to the ribbon wire. So I don't want this to have super low resistance. I want to shoot for like 0.12 in that vicinity. In order to do that, I'm going to cut down on my ribbon wire cores a little bit as far as the quantity goes. I'm going to do 6 just regular straight ribbon with 2 corrugated. So that'll be 8 total, one of which is wavy, so that kind of raises the resistance a little bit with the 28 gauge frames. So I'm hoping to be around 0.13, 0.12, 0.14 in that vicinity. Well, yeah, no, yeah, that's what I'm going to shoot for. Yeah, no, I hear you. It's a fantastic setup. This thing performs like a machine. Ah, that's so tasty. Okay. I'm going to do the stand. All right, so my target length, I want 8 inches total, my stick. So I'm going to cut. Actually, let's do 9 for sake of having a little bit extra on each end. So what I'll do is I'll cut 3 18-inch pieces off my spool here. Oh, and for those of you, if anybody actually makes it to the end of this this build, I'll be giving this coil that I make away to somebody at the end of the video. Alright, so the 3 18-inch pieces will turn into 6 9-inch pieces. And then I'm going to cut one like 22-ish inch piece off, because once I put it through the corrugator, or once I put it through the crimping thing, it's going to get a lot shorter, so I need extra length on that to have it end up being the 9 inches that the rest of it will be. I always do a little bit more than I would think I would need, just because I don't want this to be short on me, and then I not have enough for the dual coil setup that I want to do. So I just cut a nice big piece off. Where's my sticker? Alright. So for this corrugated build, I'm going to do the corrugated in the middle, straight down the middle, with 3 pieces of ribbon on each side, and then the frames. So, staggered. Alright, I'm going to put this aside right now. I'm not going to mess with that. I'm going to do my staggered frames first. So I need 28 gauge, which I have in front of me already. And I'm going to take two 10-inch pieces and cut them off. Alright, now I've got 2 straight pieces. There's my 36, or 38 rather. This can come out of the way. Nice. Just bent the hell out of that. Alright, so I'm going to attach one end to my swivel. This feels thin. And the other to my drill. Grab my staggerer. I'm going to cut a spacing wire piece off of the 38. That will end up being my spacer. Then I will start the 38 in the drill. And just do a couple manual wraps just to have a little space to work with to get everything attached. Make a little V. Pop the end on. Pull it up. Cross those 2 ends. There we go. I always go a little overboard on these, the twists, just to make sure it's secured, because you really don't want this falling apart halfway through. Now I'm going to keep my spool at a 90-degree angle with the core wire and just go nice and easy all the way down. I left myself about 3/4 of an inch at the end, and because of the spring back I'll get a little bit more, and that's just going to allow me to or allow the spacing inside the actual space Clapton to kind of move down if I need it to. So there's one frame. I'll pop this off and I'll do the same thing with the other side. Alright, what's going on? Yeah, KB is definitely a great place to start for wire. I like their wire. Alright, I don't see any questions yet. So I'm just going to keep going. Now I've got both frames done. I'm going to start prepping the ribbon wire cores together. Alright, make sure those stay the way they came off. I want those lined up the right way. Be real gentle with your Space Clapton frames. It's not the end of the world if you kind of, you know, if the spacing isn't absolutely perfect, you can sometimes compensate for that. As long as your space Clapton is loose on the core, you can. Sometimes there's been times where I've literally like grabbed the space Clapton halfway through and like kind of pulled it or pushed it together to try to line everything up nice. So there is hope if it's not absolutely perfect. All right, I'm going to start with my corrugated piece. You want this to be as perfect as possible. So I try to insert it right in the center of the paper crimper. And I hold it parallel so it doesn't, my hand won't go up or down. I'm pinching it about 2 inches away from where it's actually going to get crimped. And then I just hold it steady right there. And just turn the handle and it'll feed the wire through by itself. Don't worry if it curls up. Just make sure it doesn't get caught back inside the crimper. So that's what you're left with, if you can see that. I'm just going to use my thumb and my fingers to try to press the opposite way of the curve, just to try to straighten it out a little bit. I'm not going crazy. I'm just giving it opposing pressure, pushing into the curve, just to try to make it more manageable, really. So that's a little bit better. I'm going to start with this. Actually, I'm going to straighten my ribbon before I put that on. No, my ribbon looks okay. Alright, so I'm going to put the corrugated piece on first. Just like regular ribbon wire, I feed it through and touch the ends together. Nice and easy up to the swivel. And then I just pinch it together. Now, when I have it right here, this is where I'm going to put a little bit more attention into trying to get them as straight as possible. You could get it straight if you pull it. It'll straighten out a little bit, but it will also pull the waviness out of it. And I want the waviness nice and tight. I don't want it like stretched out and elongated. I like it really crimpy, really short. It's going to, when I wrap the coil, it's going to wrap better as well, the shorter I have it. The longer it is, the more likely it's going to kind of fold in on you. Alright, so these, by no stretch of the imagination are they straight or perfect. I don't know if you can see that or not, but they're kind of like crossing and twisting. They're not twisting, but they're just kind of crisscrossing. But that's fine. I should be able to work with that. I'm going to take my 3 pieces of 18-inch ribbon wire, line up one end, and again just thread it through the swivel. And I'm going to bring these ends down, meet them, and do the same thing just like if I were going to do a frame staple. Okay, so now I have my ribbon and then my corrugated ribbon. So I'm going to pop these together. I'm going to get the corrugated in the middle and set them together. Now, I'm not worried about the bottom part. I'm just worried about the top. The bottom I can push into place as I go down. I'm going to grab my paper clips or whatever you use to stabilize your cores with. Okay, I have the very, very top lined up the way that I want it. Aaron, thanks so much, buddy. So I just bent one of these. I stuck my elbow in it, my frames. That I'm not thrilled about. I'm not real happy about that. All right, so I'm going to take my crooked ass frame and stick it up next to my cores and do the same with the other one. Alright, so now I have everything lined up the way I want it here at the top. And I'm going to take a little scrap piece of whatever, which I don't have because I cleaned up my desk. There we go. And I just put a little tie on here. It's nothing crazy, just to hold it together. And I'm going to use a paper clip to actually hold this together and flat, because this the scrap wire won't hold everything flat. But I like it there just as like a backup in case the paper clip comes off, to just keep things together. So here's my paper clip, and I'm going to put this here at the top so everything stays flat. Fuck. I overshot it. God damn it. There we go. The bent frame's giving me problems already. Even after you nail these a couple times, coils like this can be excruciatingly difficult. Sometimes things just don't want to work well for you. Like the coil gods just say, fuck you. Days like that, nothing goes right. But so don't be too hard on yourself if you can't, if you're struggling with this build. It's a difficult build, and, you know, it's not easy for anybody. So just like a frame staple or any other frame build, I'm working my way down as I go. I'm putting pressure and kind of arranging things, making sure everything's straight, and I'm just doing it inch by inch, going down these cores. And so far everything's lining up well for me. The trick is getting it to stay that way as you fuse everything together. So I'm about halfway down. And I just, you want to keep an eye on your ribbon, your corrugated ribbon wire. I found, for me at least, especially because my eyes are so bad, I can have the ribbon, the corrugated ribbon crisscross and not realize that it did it. So then it'll just screw up my build at some point, because the wires will try to like keep going the way they were going as opposed to making that crisscross. If that makes any sense at all, I don't know, but just moral of the story is keep an eye on your corrugated and make sure it's going the same way. Like that the left piece stays on the left and the right piece stays on the right kind of thing. Really take your time on this. The better your prep work is now, the easier your build will be when you're going to wrap everything together. Oh, that's one hell of a tight paper clip. Alright, I have one really wonky piece of ribbon wire that's jamming me up here at the end. And I'm like an inch away from where I want to be. Alright, yep, I'm going to end up shortening this up because that wonky piece is going to fuck my whole build up. Oh, maybe not. Okay, never mind. I think I fixed it. Alright, let's see. I do have scrap piece. I use scrap pieces of alien wrap. I don't know why. I just like them. They work well for me. See, I should have set up the hand drill way before I started doing these cores. Be surprised how often I have to do this. I'm just making sure that this is in there really tight without it twisting or bunching up any of the core wires. Okay. Now's the fun part. Let's see what's going on in chat before I start this process. Take it easy, Juan. Thanks for stopping by, buddy, if you're still here. Alright, I don't see any questions, so I'm going to go ahead and keep going. Alright. Oh, that wonky piece might fuck me up after all. Son of a bitch. We'll see. I don't know. It might. God damn it. It certainly did. God damn it. See, I should have listened to my instinct. It wasted a whole bunch of time. All right, round 2. You've got to be kidding me. Fuck you, wire. Yep, fuck you hard. This is what I was saying earlier about some days, no matter what. But see, this is my own fault for not... I saw this before I even started, and I said, no, I'll go ahead and try it anyway. And this is what happens. All right, round 3. Okay. See, never trust your gut. Do the prep work right, or you end up doing what I just did. Man, I just wasted a whole bunch of time. This is just getting harder and harder on my eyes. I don't know if anybody else has that problem, but the longer I do this, the harder it is for me to see it. For some builders it might not be, but for me this is a slow, grueling process. I'd rather go slow and do it right than go fast and not have it be perfect. It's always when I try to go faster, that's when I end up messing it up. And ironically, that, you know, it wastes a hell of a lot more time going fast and fucking up the build than it does just taking normal speed, taking your time, and doing it right. swear my eyes play tricks on me when I'm doing these, especially right now because I'm trying to do every other. And it's hard to, you get the pattern recognition down, but like to actually do the count, for some reason my eyes always, I don't know, it's hard to explain. If anybody's ever done these, maybe they have the same experience, but I'm always thinking like I skipped 3 instead of 1, like, I don't know. Some of the spaces seem bigger than others, but then I go back and count them and they're the same, so I don't know. I'm using very light tension on this. I don't want to use a lot of tension because that will pull the cores together and collapse them. So I'm using just enough to make sure that the wire is snug against the frame, the spacings, and the actual frames, but not so much that it's actually going to put a whole lot of tension on the frames. It's like almost every coil, or every other coil, where it's a lot about feel and patience and practice. I think the two most important components of this build are your wire prep and your space Clapton frame prep. They go hand in hand. Like if one's bad, the whole coil's going to be bad, and if the other's bad, the whole coil will be bad. There's no like getting one and not getting the other. They both work in tandem. You have to get them both right. I think you have a little bit more leeway with the wire than you do, or with the ribbon wire than you do with the spaced Claptons, the frames. But either way, I mean, you really want to take your time and do the best you can with the prep work, because it's just gonna, even if you can get a successful build, it's just gonna make your life so much easier with cleaner prep. Now, I normally only need 7 inches to get 5 wraps on a 3mm with a coil like this. But I like to give me space on either end. I like to give myself space in case something happens like what happened in the beginning of this one, where I had that rogue piece of wire that didn't want to cooperate. Yeah, 0.5 is easier than 0.3. You're absolutely right. When you start getting into like 40 gauge, 42 gauge on coils like this, that's when it's exceptionally time consuming, because it's so hard to see. At least for me it is. I guess if somebody has good eyes it wouldn't be as bad. It's still going to be really difficult, but if you don't have great eyesight, you're going to struggle a lot more than people who can see well. Because it's like a major disadvantage having to struggle so hard to see what's going on. Earlier I was talking about your corrugated ribbon crossing over itself, like not having the left on the left and the right on the right. That happened to me. Somewhere along the line they crossed paths. So now I gotta try to somehow fix this by pushing where it crisscrossed up towards the top so I can get enough usable rod or wire here to make my coil. Bummer. It's gonna be close, guys. I don't know. I'm gonna be cutting it real close with the usable wire here. I'm going to give this coil away, so I'm really trying to make sure that I have enough length on the leads to, like, I don't like giving coils away with short leads on them. It really doesn't at all change the functionality, but I don't know, it's just kind of a pet peeve, I guess. Come on, wire. Come on. You can do it. All right. Almost there. Now I'm dealing with that crisscross, though. And it's a pain in the nuts. Okay. We'll see. I don't know about you guys, but my coil building is never like, oh, got it, it worked. It's always something. I guess that's just life, though. Alright guys, I think we made it. If anybody's still watching. We're at the end of our line here. Okay. All right. Well, that wasn't that bad as far as time's concerned. Okay, let's roll it up. One thing I can't stand about these kits, these build kits, is that I can't get anything out of them. Ooh, I'm cutting it close. All right. Nikki Vapes, thanks so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Yes, the hand drill is major game changer if you're going to get into builds like this. Absolutely need one. The one that I got, I think it was like 14 bucks on Amazon. You don't need to go crazy spending money on that. That's one of those tools that just whatever basic one you can find will work. I actually am a big fan of this one. It's worked really well for me. The only thing I don't like about it is that the chuck spins freely. In order to tighten or loosen the chuck, the handle needs to be still. So it's kind of a pain to get things locked in there, as opposed to the regular chuck where it just spins freely and you don't have to like anchor the switch, you know. But, you know, it's a mild irritant. It makes the job a lot easier. You have way more control. All right, let me spin this up. I highly recommend using a pair of pliers for wrapping this up, because when you pull with your fingers, it's easy to move the spacing around, like the space Clapton and then the fuse, because it's not really locked down that tight because you're using a hand drill. So using the pliers, a nice firm grip with the pliers, definitely makes a big difference, because you can get a nice clean tight wrap as opposed to like pulling the wraps off the core wires and stuff. Now this coil is a monster. I'd probably take one of the wraps off and run it a four wrap, because it will still ohm the resistance. Oh man, do I have enough? The resistance will still be high enough to be able to run it however you wanted to. Whew, that was close. So whoever wins this coil, I recommend taking a wrap off. I think it'll perform better and be much easier to fit into whatever it is you want to fit it into. Okay. All right, so how am I going to give these away? Let's do, oh, I don't know. I haven't really done giveaways before, so I'm not sure the best way to do them. Chris, I use this. This is a paper crimper tool. It's $8 on Amazon. Search paper crimper or deluxe crimper. And they're like little gears is exactly what they are. And you just twist this knob on top and the gears turn. You feed your ribbon right through the center of the gears and it crinkles it for you. A ribbon candy machine. Okay, yeah, whatever works. Whatever works best for you, sure. The paper crimpers just always worked really well for me, and it was $8, so, you know, price is right for sure. Use a number generator. Yeah, but I need the numbers, and I'm not trying to do a ton of work here. All right. Let me go to randomizer.com. So there's really no easy way for me to do this, right? I'm going to have to some way or another. Oh, dude, you didn't. At all. Don't worry about it, Corey. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. If you want to be... if you want to enter the giveaway for the these coils... Man, son of a bitch. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to do it the easiest way possible. I'm going to write a number down on this pad. And I'm going to, in chat, say start. And then after a few seconds or however long, I'm going to type stop. And I'm going to have all of you guess a number in that time frame, and the closest one to that number wins. Now, whoever wins, you're going to have to pay shipping, and if that person doesn't pay shipping, I will have somebody on deck for this this prize. Now, the number is going to be... Now, if there's two people that guess the same number, or say the number is 3 and somebody has 1, or 3 and somebody has 2 and somebody has 4, I'll do it again between them until we have a clear winner, and the second winner will be the runner-up. So, let me write this down, and then we'll start. If you try guessing more than one number, I'm going to eliminate you. Okay, so I'm going to run it for like, I don't know, 30, 45 seconds, a minute tops, whatever I feel is fair. I mean, there's only 46 people watching right now, so, you know, you'll all get your chance. All right, all right, I've got the number. So everybody needs to pick a number between 1 and 100, and I'm going to write start in the chat. When you see start, pick your number, and then I'm going to press stop. I'm going to enter stop in the chat, and no more entries after that. Is everybody ready? Here we go. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Pick a number between 1 and 100. Closest to the number is going to win. Make sure before you pick a number that you're willing to pay shipping. Got about 15 seconds. Ugh. All right. My number is... Can you guys see that? Let me pull my thing up. All right. Let me go back through the numbers. Braxton's... I'm missing numbers. All right, wait, who? Braxton Schlauer. You win. So email me, and we will get you set up with your coils. Really? No. Wait, did you guess something that ended in 2? Oh, you totally did. Wait, how did you see that? That's alright. It's not very scientific giveaway. 36. Alright, congratulations to Braxton. Get in touch with me. And we will set you up. Now I also, yeah, but I was doing like a whole bunch of different like deceptive motions. I thought I was like being clever. Yeah, see, I got Rev at least. That's okay. We're gonna have another chance. We're gonna do it again. Somebody's going to win a bottle of God, that's so hard to see, isn't it? There we go. Laser Wolf. Hometown Hero Vapors, brand new juice line. And this is the strawberry margarita flavor. So if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, we're going to play that little game again. This is in 3 milligram. You know how many times I pull wire out of my body? We're going to play that game again for this bottle of juice. Someday, Stuart. Someday. Brand new sealed bottle, 3 milligram. Void where prohibited by law. God, Oh, it's so good, this strawberry. All right. Oh, again, Hometown Hero Vapor reached out to me, gave me a coupon code, Mr. Holmes, HOHMS. 15% off your entire order at hometownherovapor.com. They've been one of my biggest supporters from the beginning. Like, the first company that was like, yeah, you know, you're doing great stuff. We believe in you. It was awesome. So because of them and a few others who really encouraged me, the only reason I'm like still going right now. That and my Patreons for keeping the lights on. All right, so let's do it again. We'll do a different number this time. Yeah, John, the flavor is definitely awesome. Definitely awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, thanks, man. Darkstum. I'm glad to have you here. I love that. That's all right. So the comments like that, when people message me or comment that my tutorial helped them or something, that's what I'm in it for right there, to help guys learn how to build, and girls, help people learn how to build. All right, let me guess a number. We'll do it for the giveaway for the bottle of Laser Wolf. Okay. Anybody think they know what I wrote? So I'll change it if anybody thinks I know what I did. All right. Here we go. Everybody ready? A number between 1 and 100. And I'm going to let it run for as long as I feel like it. Here we go. Ready? Set. Rob, you're disqualified. I'm going to put you in timeout for that. All right, everybody get a turn? Looks like the numbers have slowed down. Okay. Oh, God, I'm dropping everything. All right, let me see. Who was closest to, where's my start? 85. Who had 85? North Cali Vapes. NorCal Vapes. You win. Congratulations, NorCal Vapes. Don't worry, I'll be doing more giveaways and stuff. Just get a hold of me somehow on social media, and we'll figure out shipping and all that. Now, if people don't contact me, let me write down their names. if they don't contact me, the next time I do, next time I do a live stream, I will redo the giveaway and get them to somebody. So we have Chris with the Condor, Braxton with the Coils, and NorCal with the bottle of Laser Wolf. I think that's all I have for now. Yep, that's all I have for now. If you want to get involved on the bigger giveaways and you want to help support the channel in the process, I do have a Patreon page, and the link, I believe, is in the description of this video. But I think that's all for now. Thank you everybody so much for tuning in and sticking through to the end. I know this was probably at least 2.5 hours probably. Oh no, it's under 2. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, but so I appreciate all you guys. Thanks so much for watching. And I have a lot of cool new content coming. Some more reviews. I filmed a whole build tutorial, not yesterday, but the day before, and I sat down yesterday to edit it. And this was on. I had it on. I checked the light. There's an indicator light on the back. I checked it and everything. I didn't have it plugged in. So when I got it into Premiere, my editing software, no audio. So that was awesome. Me and audio don't mix well at all. Half the time, more than half the time, I forget to turn the mic on here, which is fantastic. And yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've recorded whole videos without audio. So that's great. Nope. Oh, thanks, JFM. I'm happy that that you still talk to me. Nobody else out of that original crew does. Sherlock Holmes. There's my Patreon. Alright guys, thanks so much everybody for watching and sticking through to the end. Let's see, I think there's definitely some things I wanted to tell you guys about that I'm forgetting, but next time. I'm going to try to make the live streams a weekly thing, like a dedicated day, a dedicated time, but still trying to nail down a schedule, but I'll let you guys know. Until then, I have some cool content coming, so stay tuned. Make sure you have the bell turned on so you get my notifications. I know a lot of people who are subscribed aren't getting notifications, so just make sure you whitelist me. But alright guys, thanks so much. You guys are really the best. I love seeing your names every time. I love interacting with you guys. This is my favorite part of doing all of this. So keep coming back, guys. I really appreciate it. I want to really work on building this community where we can help each other. And like we have guys like JFM here who do the DIY juice stuff. So I really want to build a place where anybody can come at any experience level and be inspired or learn something or share their experience so we can learn to build, learn to do it safely, and really get the word out there. I'm going to really start pushing some advocacy stuff. I need to brush up on current events, like what's really going on, because with the baby and everything, I've kind of lost touch a bit. So next week when I come back, we'll be doing some more advocacy. I think I'm going to offer incentives for people to people who get involved with like calling their Congress people, writing letters, calling, things like that. I'll have like incentives, like bonuses or prizes or something for people who can prove that they do that. But I'll let you know when we get there. But okay, so I think that's do it on the weekend. Yeah, Zach, I think I'm really going to shoot for the weekends because that's a good time for me as well. Like I have church and stuff on Sunday, but Saturdays are generally a pretty good day. I never get a day off work, but I try to like have Saturday be like my day where I don't work. But you know, we'll see. I'm liking Saturdays. All right, yeah. I mean, yeah. I'll try to stick on the Saturdays. Because Friday nights, I know people are out doing stuff. Saturday seems like a good day. Sunday maybe might be a good day. But then, you know, I have viewers all over the world, so it's hard to like, I pretty much have to sit down and with my analytics and find out where the majority of people are watching from and try to, you know, tailor to them, because I'd like to reach as many people as possible live. That way I can interact. So I don't know. I have to look into it. It's definitely on my to-do list. But great. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks, my patrons, Rob. Man, you're the best. Thank you so much. You really are one of the reasons why I can actually take the time out of my life to do this. People like you, Rob. So thank you so much. It really does make a tremendous difference. But all right, guys, thanks so much again. And yeah, I'm going to wrap it up there. Stay safe, guys, and have a great weekend. We'll see you next time. How do I turn it off? We just sit here awkwardly staring at each other because I'm terrible with technology. What type of wire should I use for a fuse, Clapton? All right, Rev. It depends on what you're shooting for, man. You can use literally anything. You could do a 24 gauge core wrapped in 24 gauge if you want. Now that's going to be a ridiculous coil. That's not going to vape well. But one of my favorites for performance and flavor would be either like a nichrome 80 24 gauge cores, two 24 nichrome cores with like a 40, a 42, a 46, even 38 if you have it, 36 if it's all you have. But something in a high gauge that's going to perform well. It's going to heat up fast. It's going to cool down on the faster side. It's going to give you great performance and great flavor. You can do stainless steel 24 gauge, but I recommend the 24 with a higher gauge. But that's like my preference. I like it hot and fast. So, you know, I really love the nichrome 90 24 gauge with like a 42 is phenomenal for flavor and performance. Kanthal is great too. Like I've got kanthal in this because I needed the resistance a little bit lower. But yeah, I mean, you can really do whatever it is you want to do. You could do 26 gauge with a 32 gauge wrap. It's really whatever you want to do. All right, but yeah, that's it. All right, guys, thanks again. I know I'm still here. See you later. Bye. Love you. Bye. Bye.